Welcome back to your favorite diesel channel on YouTube. I'm JH Diesel. This is Justin.
I'm Justin.
And we're here to test out our new and improved ride here, our El Primino. Time to take this thing around town, let people know what we're coming up with for ideas. The world is going to be absolutely shocked. And we're not done with it yet. This is just the first start. So we figured since it's got a truck bed on it, we'll use it like a truck. And first things first, we got to get this big old truck here with no motor out of the shop. We might as well use our...
I think you should pull this tight between them and let me see how my acrobatic skills are, see if I can walk across this thing.
We don't need that. We don't need you getting hurt. The Crocs probably aren't the approved shoe to be doing that in.
It's actually the approved tight walking shoe.
So we're going to see if the old Prius has what it takes. I think it's got it. Look at that dash, like a Christmas tree. Also, thank you guys so much for all the support. Baldigo.com. Got some fresh JH merch in stock. Boyfriend Blocks of Diesel Pump shirts, hats. Lots of stuff in stock right now. Go check it out on the website. It is live.
Oh no, this thing's on the injured list right now, so I need you to get it out of my shop for me. Come tight. You're gonna have to give it a little pop. It's starting to move. If you give it one more pop, I think you'll have it. Yeah, one more little pop. One more little pop. She's in a little hole there. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, make them tires work. There you go. Yes, sir. That's it. She's digging now. She's out. The door will close. Digs in there. Well, good news, we can close the door.
What?
Good news, we can close the door.
This thing ain't happy.
No. Doesn't seem happy.
Doesn't want to go in reverse. Well, it does, but it just has no gas pedal.
Yeah, that's what it did the other day to me. I just gave it a minute. I just give it a minute. You're too rough on my car. The one thing I wanted to keep, you just tore it up. If this is tore up, we don't have anything. If this is tore up, we don't have anything that runs. We can't even move anything because this is our last thing we had to move stuff with. I know it did.
This thing is the worst.
It doesn't roll easy at all.
This thing is the worst. This truck does not roll. Like,
It doesn't.
We have a problem there. We have a lot of resistance somewhere.
I don't think so. I think that's just how Ron rolls. If you just pop that strap loose, she'll
Come right out. Look how convenient this is. You know how hard this would have been with the whole back side of the car
I know.
out here? Thinking about hooking our goosenecks up. You can just stand here, back me right into
yeah,
it.
just lock it right in.
It's just amazing.
I know there's a lot of one-ton guys that are going to be real jealous.
Well, absolutely. I mean, look at this thing. We wouldn't hit this big soft spot here.
I know. You were who I was talking about. It's a soft spot, it says. Oh, easy on her.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
One minute. There we go. Push it. truck right there. Crank your truck and pull it out. So I don't let this guy around on our channel at all for stupid comments like that. Unbelievable.
Well,
I guess we just gotta
completely ruined the weekend here. Way to go.
Well,
goodness. I had a perfectly good vehicle that I was using to haul stuff.
You were worried about the transmission. Obviously, that thing is working perfectly fine.
Not in reverse.
It's like the car has no power in reverse. You put it in the forward just because it doesn't do anything.
It was fine before you drove it.
Yes, it actually was perfectly fine before I drove this car. All right, well, test number 1 with the new setup.
I mean, the test worked. The problem is it's got so much power and so much grip that the ground can't handle it.
That's absolutely correct. And we're going to go with that. So step 1 is definitely a pass for the El Primino.
For sure.
She is a pass.
I mean, you can only do so much to restrain that much horsepower. I mean, you can't expect much less than this.
You ain't able to work? Well,
no, I think
you don't
even
even
got
work?
my car stuck. I'm so disappointed. I had so much. I needed this thing. I needed this thing. The AC blew cold. I was going around cleaning stuff up.
Well, let's see if we can get this thing unstuck. Calm down. Hold your horses here. It's so emotional sometimes over your car.
Everyone wants to see me drive one thing. I try to pick one thing, you destroy it. It didn't stick.
That's definitely gonna work.
For sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you just gotta get it warm. Once you get it warm, I think it'll grab.
We're gonna fix the car next time.
This is unbelievable.
So we're here today working on our drag truck. We get some stuff worked out for this. Basically, I got to get the engine that we're going to use sent over the machine shop. And to do that, they're going to have to get the engine there and they're going to torque plate it, bore the cylinder out, because the engine I have is actually the original engine out of my black dually, which is an LMM block, and it ended up breaking a piston. So we're back on this guy here. All the weight's been shaved. We're waiting on Ty right now to get it in to get a cage finished in the truck. So until then, we want to stay on this project. And, well, we got us a block here that was basically a pretty low mileage block. I think it had like 130,000 miles on it, LMM. And it basically, I cracked a piston on it, of course. LBZ LMM, super common for that. Look down in there. Boom, she's broken. So at that point, whenever it broke, I went ahead and built an engine for it. That way I had a built bottom end. I didn't have to worry about that. So we added turbo injectors, made the truck. Basically had like a 12-second consistent dually. And then on top of that, we were able to do, you know, burnouts with it, sled pulls with it. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff with it. So now this engine, the original stock one, we are going to fully build this thing. And I have the original dually engine, which we built. I actually broke a piston in that motor. I had a set of cheaper pistons in it at the time. That's what they were offering. So now we're going to take this engine, take that engine, and we're going to make one. It still has Carrillo rods in it. It's got good a girdle in it. It's got a good set of SoCal cylinder heads on it. It's got a big SoCal cam in it. So it's got a lot of really nice parts in it. Basically, we just got to make it, you know, back to running order, and then we can slap that here in our drag and drive truck and have us a good high horsepower Duramax ready to rip. Something that shouldn't break on the first time out, I hope. I hope. So Justin's getting ready to pop the cam out of here and get everything else done. So he'll be getting that done on this. And then, like I said, once we get the cam out, this thing's pretty much ready to go to the machine shop at that point. So I'm going to let them have it as is. I wonder, actually, I guess maybe we should pull the pistons and stuff out, because we're putting a new crank and everything in this engine. So we'll probably do a full tear down on it and let them take it away and do everything brand new in it. Because we're going to do a forged or a billet crank in it. We're going to be doing a set of forged pistons in it. We have the Carrillo rods. We've got the bigger cam. We got the heads, like I said. So that'll be our situation that we're going to be running on this thing. That's going to be the setup, and should be quite the ripper when we're all said and done. there she is. And there she is. Baby girl, we got you a new heart right over here. So Justin got this thing all tore apart. She is tore down now. Cylinders all look super good. I mean, it's a shame when these things break a piston. Most of the time, these things are super clean. Still see all the cross hatches in there. I mean, they are super, super clean. This thing had like 130, 120,000 miles on it, something like that. But as you can see, the one that broke the piston, it basically shoots that piece of piston in here and scores this cylinder up pretty decently. So this one obviously will be the start of seeing how much we have to bore this thing. Whether we got to go 10, 20, 30 over, I don't know yet. We'll see when it goes to the machine shop. That's our next step. I have a torque plate we just bought. It's going to get bolted on and send this thing right out to our machine shop, have those guys do it all up, get it bored to whatever they need to go. And as soon as we get it back, ooh, this thing should be getting back from Ty hopefully about that point, and we can basically have our truck back fully caged, ready to do the 4-link in the rear. And once we 4-link it, this girl's going in it.
I think the only chances of this not blowing up again, we have to send this to NASA or somebody that's high on the hog and have them build this.
Everything I own needs to go to NASA. Everything. I need a space engineer to please start engineering things that will hold up to my right foot down there. So
I don't know what size that foot is or why it's so heavy or something.
It's just weird because we have blown up, and then the whole
weird.
other side of my yard is all blown up stuff.
It's not really
It's been
weird.
a bad month. That was a bad month. Like, this was just a little bit ridiculous. So
I was within 7 days of each other.
bad week, I guess. Oh, so block's ready to go. This thing's gonna go off to the machine shop and hopefully get it back and be set to go and go back drag racing. We enjoyed our time at UCC. We want to get back into drag racing heavy, so it's going to be super fun. We're super excited for that adventure. So guys, thank you again for watching the J. Teasel channel. We will see you next time.